Hello, and welcome back to Sarah's Sugar Shack. This is my playthrough of Tales of Vesperia, the definitive edition. Today we're going to be recording part 20 and continuing on our adventure after we fight these guys. So I've been doing a little bit of grinding, just a little bit, like only like 20 minutes worth, just to get some of the moves used and yeah, have some fun. The puppy is finally taking a little bit of a nap, so we're good to go on our way.
You're pretty rough out there. It would be rude not to.
And there, you even got to see a new end scene. Perfect. Okay, so just going over what happened last. We quickly sidetracked to Gasperost for the start of Judy's Missing Spear side quest. We then went through Heliard, had some fun scenes with the Skull dressing up sexy and Yuri dressing like a knight. We then got Rita back, fought Jaeger, chased him and Cumore all the way across Tolbikia, and here we are outside the port town of Capuatorum. So let's watch the skit.
Flynn was asking for Estelle to come back with him, right?
The Knights can't help thinking that the best place for a princess is a castle. He's just worried that he won't be able to keep track of her.
But Estelle decided to set out on this journey on her own, and you want to respect that.
I haven't really thought about it all that much.
The Knights are bound to keep following you, though, as long as Estelle's with you.
And what kind of a guild would we be if we didn't get into trouble with the Knights?
I don't think fighting with the Knights is actually a guild requirement.
But it is fun. So let's go in. And then we're going to head straight to the inn. Well, maybe not quite straight.
I know we haven't been gone for long, but I have to say...
Can I get you Pansy some tissues?
Oh,
Or
it's
can
good to
we
be
go
back.
to the inn now? I'm so hungry.
All right.
Okay, first things first, I'm just going to talk to this guy. Nothing yet. Eventually there will be a little side quest scene with him. I guess we can quickly go to the shop. I don't think we need to stock up. But we do... Oh, maybe we don't. Yeah, no, I guess... Oh, there's always food to buy though. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we'll go to the inn for a little scene. Now there's no treasures in the rooms here, unfortunately.
So even the Union can't sit still when it knows a princess of the Empire is out on the loose.
Then the Dawn knows that I'm a candidate for the Imperial throne, too.
Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious.
Yep. That's why he told me to come keep an eye on you.
So you're here to observe her?
Really?
What? Is it just me?
Anyway, here I finally catch up with you, and I wind up sticking my foot in that mess back there. It hasn't been easy for old Raven.
Poor Raven.
But why worry so much about Estelle?
It's only natural, considering the state of things between the Empire and the Union.
Each side is trying to feel the other out. The Dawn just wants to keep track of their movements.
So, you're all planning on looking for this pharaoh by going to the sands of Kogor?
Hells yeah.
Yes. Do you know what sort of place a desert is?
I'm so excited. I love the desert.
Well, it's hot and dry, and they've got a lot of sand there.
That's putting it lightly. It's not as easy as all that, though. Our plan is to get to the area together first. And then? Then I guess we'll go around and ask where Pharaoh is. I don't even know where to begin commenting on that plan. So it's not just that you don't want to go back to the castle anymore, right? Well...
It'd be easier on old Raven if you did, though. I'm just saying.
No, I'm sorry, but I have to know the truth behind Pharaoh's words.
Huh. Well, the Desier continent actually suits me just fine.
Why is that?
I've got to go to Nordopolica for another errand I'm running for the Don. Have to deliver a letter to Bellius.
Whoa, that's pretty important.
That's the boss of the Colosseum and ruler of Nordopolica, isn't it?
Technically speaking, he's called the Duce.
Technically speaking, she's called the Duce.
Do you know what's written in the letter?
It's got something to do with those monsters that attacked Dongrist. In particular about that Pharaoh chap you all are following. The Don thinks Bellius will know something about that monster.
Looks like it just became worth our while to pay this Bellius a visit too.
Right.
So if you don't mind, Raven here will just tag along with you.
That's fine, but you'll have to follow the laws of brave Vesperia.
Got it. It's not like I can go join in your guild, you know? You understand.
Why can't you join Brave Vesperia?
It's against the rules for anybody to be in 2 guilds at the same time. And I guess technically
shame.
speaking, you are a member of all time.
What do you mean, technically?
So are
Sorry.
we done?
My
I'm gonna
trigger
go get
finger
some rest
itches
then.
today.
Okay. What do you think Rita's gonna do?
What indeed?
Does this mean we're on our own until we leave tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all meet down at the harbor then.
Perfect. So first things first, let's talk to Carol. We gotta go collect everybody.
What's the matter, boss?
I don't know if I like you calling me that.
The boss is the boss. What would you have me calling you instead?
Hoss?
Just call me whatever you called me before. This boss thing seems a little over the top.
I don't know, I think I prefer to be called Boss than Cap and Carol.
It makes me feel silly to have you calling me that.
Don't you think you'll get used to it?
Well, maybe.
Well, you know way more about guilds than I do, right?
I guess. The boss of a guild has to stand as a role model for everyone else. I wonder if I could be that great of a person.
I don't know.
Come on, it's not like you're expected to be the best boss ever from the very beginning. You can take it a little at a time. For now, our guild has a job to complete.
You're right. First we need to take Estelle to meet Pharaoh. But do you think we'll be able to meet him?
We
Our
better.
guild's job is to figure out a way to meet him. If we can't meet him, we won't get our reward, and people will lose confidence in our abilities. That's all there is to it.
Pretty
I
simple.
think we may have picked something a little too tough for our first job.
It's more of a challenge that way, and our reward will be that much bigger too. Let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now we can head on out and meet with some other people. First things, we'll go talk to Raven. Actually, talk to Rapide first.
I said that I will deal with things in my way of doing. But I let Cumore escape that easily. What a I don't know how I could explain this to Flynn. I know. We have Guild's job to deal with rather than Cumore.
For now.
Yeah, I just can't let him loose. Men of his kind will never learn, and will always repeat the same thing forever. I'll have to do something. I left the Empire and formed a guild for this kind of purpose. He will get what he deserves.
I love Rapide's weapon right now. Okay, so we'll head down this way first and talk to Judy.
Oh? Are you going to look for that Cumore guy by any chance?
Of course not.
Nah, just going on a walk. Where were you?
Just out for a walk like you.
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been gnawing at you, has it?
What I said earlier.
Didn't you say some pretty harsh things to Estelle?
Oh, right. Sorry to beat you to the punch like that.
What? You didn't beat me to the punch on anything.
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did, weren't you?
What, you figured it out? You don't have to apologize for something like that.
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad about hurting Estelle with what you said?
No, I wasn't.
I think she just
You
goes
don't
to
believe
talk
me?
about...
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you let on,
No, not at all.
Well, whatever.
What about you? Aren't you going out to look for him?
I told you already, I'm just going for a walk.
That was a lot of waste of time and a load of nonsense, I think. But let's go talk to Estelle.
I'm just incorrigible.
Yes, you are.
Whenever something or someone catches my eye, I forget all about everything else.
Squirrel!
I really lose sight of everything I was planning on doing beforehand.
Yep, that's about right.
I came to my senses after Judith told me. Until now, I've been dragging the rest of you around with me like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, it could be worse. If you were Empress, one word from you and the entire Empire would run off to do your bidding.
Yeah. I kind of feel like coming with you was the right choice.
Oh yeah?
I've been able to see all sorts of new things. I still don't know whether I'm going to take the Imperial throne, but there are still so many things left to learn about in this world.
And Pharaoh's one of those things?
It scares me to think about it, but I have to know who I am. I have to know what he meant by saying I was the insipid poison of this world.
It sounds like you've made up your mind.
Yuri? I might end up trying to order you guys around again. Next time I do that, yell at me, would ya?
Sure. It's not the sort of personality trait that's easy to fix by yourself.
No, in fact, whenever I get a little bit bossy, I ask my husband to call me by my mom's name, so that it just kind of snaps me back like, oh, right.
Though there's another guy who's also a tough nut to crack, so I think we'll let him be the one we vent our frustration on.
Well, I'm going back to the inn.
Okay, awesome. We still have Raven to get. He's going to be all the way over here. Of course. Because he's got to be difficult.
I can't believe we have to travel with you.
What, you ain't happy?
Well, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
Yeah.
You're too glum. Lighten up.
Why so serious?
Didn't I stand together with you in the face of evil?
That was only because you had to. I still haven't forgotten about what you did at Nor Harbor.
You still remember that. Some people just don't know when to give up.
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is already more than enough.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be on my best behavior. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gasperos, didn't I?
Yeah, that sure would be nice.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be able to keep up with you youngins for much longer.
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl. I ain't got much choice in the matter.
Sounds like a tough job.
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial Knights somewhere.
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking bad thoughts again.
Nah, not at all.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us, but might as well make the best of it.
What do you mean, really too bad? Well, whatever. Anyway, Raven the Great is going back to the inn. Later, boy.
Oh, geez, sorry about that. I was totally fumbling with the button and couldn't get to it in time. Okay, cool. So we'll just head back this way. We're still missing Rita, but Rita's back at the inn in the other room.
Do you really plan on helping Estelle find that pharaoh whatever?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't have much choice.
Didn't that thing say that Estelle was an insipid poison or something?
Yeah, I heard.
After something like that, I guess you can't just tell her to forget about the whole thing.
Not really.
But it won't help her if she uses that as an excuse not to deal with the issue of the succession to the throne.
Yeah, I'm worried that might happen.
What are you talking about? That's what is happening.
Yeah, maybe.
But...
You're saying I should take her back to the castle?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
It was her decision. We have to let her figure out what she should really do.
You realize it might come to blows with this pharaoh guy, right? She won't get to figure out anything at all if she dies.
She's not gonna die. That's why I'm going with her.
Ugh, have it your way then.
Okay. So that is everybody. Oh, I wanted to save first, but that's okay.
Ready to go?
What should we do about Rita?
That one has her own matters to attend to.
That sounds about right.
So, first to the harbor and then find a boat?
Huh? You mean...
Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you had to go do?
You were going to investigate the air crenna, weren't you?
It turns out the one at Cave Mock the Commandant asked me to look into has already been researched. I hadn't really made up my mind about which route to take to research the others.
So you'll be using us to help with your investigations?
Well, there's no guarantee I won't run into trouble like back at Heliord.
Yeah.
Anyway, it'll be safer for me this way than going alone.
Nice to see your glowing personality hasn't changed.
This means we'll be able to travel together again. I'm so happy.
Aw.
Yeah, you know, it's no big deal. Anyway, we were going to the harbor, right?
Ah, to be young again, I tell you.
Yep.
You got something you want to say?
Whoa! Down, girl!
To the harbor then.
Boop. Perfect. Well, we can just save now. Just double check. Oh, I think everyone's... Oop. Equipment is good. Wait, what did I just do? Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna head down this way and have a little bit of a scene over here. How strange. What's the matter? The flowers are already in full bloom and they shouldn't be. Wow, that's weird. I know, right? Wonder if someone's been coming here and watering the ground. Would that be enough to make them bloom? Another cause could be an imbalance in the air. So you're saying it's okay. Okay, even if my guess is right, this level of air imbalance can occasionally be found in nature. Plants are simply more sensitive to changes in the surrounding air than humans, and they're reacting to that. We wouldn't want to have what happened in Heliord happen here. I should be using the accents, sorry. What the? Judy? Wow, the warehouse's arrow Blastia is. I can't believe that dragon freak would do this again. I'm gonna go see. Oh, Rita. Dragon freak, huh? What's all this commotion about? Huh? It wasn't you? I plead the fifth. It was terrible. There was nothing left for me to fix. I'm sorry for your loss? Erg, the next time I see that freak, I'm gonna punch him into the stratosphere, stupid dragon freak. Whoa, scary. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's not causing any of you any trouble, is it? I already told you. I'm not going to do anything that would cause any of you harm. Anyways, that's one of my complaints. I mean, I guess I shouldn't really complain about it, but I swear in the 360 version there was no, like, question mark above her head. You just kind of had to figure it out yourself by, like, noticing that it was kind of out of place or talking to her or something. But now they've kind of given you some clues, not for everything, but for a lot of them.
Yoder!
Oh, it's you all. We meet again.
So what's a successor to the Imperial throne doing in a place like this?
I've been working with the Dawn to officially seal our Treaty of Friendship.
His, like, escort looks so, like, glum. Like, so considerably glum.
Is it going well?
Well, I wish I could say it were going better.
I can imagine. That Heracles monstrosity kinda made the Union really not like the Empire.
Just a little bit.
Yes. And now, prominent members of the Empire are voicing their doubts regarding the Friendship Treaty.
The conditions the Dawn gave the Empire were for a treaty of equality, after all.
And they are certainly not on equal footing with something like that.
Yes. Had I known about Heracles beforehand, I could have stopped them, but...
You didn't know about that thing? You're in line to be Emperor.
I know,
Calm
but I have
down.
no authority over the Imperial Knights.
The Imperial Knights act on orders from the Emperor alone. They do not report to anyone else.
Drink.
Well then, it's easy. Just become Emperor.
You mean...
Becoming Emperor isn't as simple as that.
Why not?
To ascend to the throne, one must possess the Imperial treasure, Dane Nomos. But Dane Nomos went missing around the time of the Great War, 10 years ago.
Huh. So that's the real story why we still don't have an Emperor.
And that's why Rago wanted to get his hands on Denomos.
What was that, Yuri?
Forget it, it's nothing.
Anyway, is it really okay for an Imperial candidate to be wandering the streets like this?
Probably
I was just
not.
on my way to Heliord.
Ah, that is closer to Dongress than this place is. Negotiations would probably go smoother there.
I believe so too.
Master Yoder, we should be off.
If you'll please excuse me.
Like, I'm trying to frown like that guy and it takes so much effort. Okey-dokey. Oh, did we? Yeah, I think we already. Yeah. Derp, derp. We can go over here.
Against that many? You've got to be crazy!
I wouldn't do that even if I had 9 lives.
What's going on?
Halt! If you won't do the work I've paid you for, then I want my money back. Add the Indigo Beasts to the blacklisted guilds.
Yes, Madam President.
Isn't that the woman we met at Dayton Hold?
Yeah, that's her, all right.
Why do you guys know her?
We just met her once a while back. Is she a friend of yours?
I wouldn't say I know her. She's the president of Fortune's Market, one of the 5 master guilds.
In other words, she's one of the top dogs at the Union.
Hey, I just got an idea!
What's up, Carol?
Maybe she could get a boat for us to take across to Desier.
Mayhaps she could. That's still locked. Okay, nothing over here for us. We're all healed. I think we're all stocked up. Let's go talk to Kaufman.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell, you've come at just the right time.
Huh, I guess those wanted posters really do work.
Listen, I've got a job that would be just perfect for you.
Hard labor, huh?
I like a man who can cut to the chase. As you may have heard, schools of mermen often attack cargo ships at this time of year.
Huh? But I thought there was another guild that always served as your escort.
It seems the leader of the mercenary guild I hire passed away suddenly, so they aren't available. The other Guardian guild simply has no backbone. I don't know what to do.
What was the name of that Guardian guild you mentioned?
The Blood Alliance.
Gee, I wonder what could have happened to them.
You're all as guilty as I am.
Hate to disappoint you, but we're in the middle of something right now, so see you around.
Wait, Yuri, what about the boat?
Did you say boat?
We've made a guild of our own.
We're called Brave Vesperia.
That's a wonderful name. Well then, shall we talk business? Mutual gain is one of the basics of all business, you know. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sorry, but like I said, we're in the middle of a job. We can't take on anything else right now.
We won't call it business then. Let's just say we'll cooperate as two guilds helping each other out. That way we won't be going against any guild principles. There are various incentives for getting along with me, you know.
Well...
All right, we can talk, but we need to go to Nordopolica. We can't afford any detours.
Oh, yes, we can.
Fine with me. The mermen are only a problem in the waters near here. As long as I get to another port, I'm good. Once we arrive, I won't have any trouble making arrangements with another ship.
Wow, she means business. Literally.
So, do we have a deal?
I have the sinking feeling we just got tricked into something.
Fortune's Market isn't known as the best group of salesmen under the sun for nothing.
This isn't so bad. Now we have a way to cross over to Desier.
I'll even throw in a bonus for all of you.
Bonus? What do you...
If we arrive safely in Nordopolica, I'll give you the boat we used to get there.
Really?
The boat looks pretty beat up, but it's still a good deal.
Right?
So these mermen must be pretty tough customers if you're willing to part with the boat.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Figured as much.
Marvelous. We have a contract then. Now that we've settled the details, I'd like you to get to work right away. Just let me know when you've made your preparations.
Perfect. So I think we're all good to go. So let's just give her a talk. We have a ship. We finally have a ship. This is so exciting.
This is the Fiertia. She'll be your ship as soon as you've escorted her to Nordopolica. And this man is Tokunaga of Gull's Song, a maritime guild affiliated with Fortune's Market.
I'm Tokunaga. Very nice to meet you.
He's only on board for this voyage, so next time be sure to hire your own pilot. We're not in a hurry, but these are important negotiations, so I really appreciate the help.
What is the ship's cargo?
That's confidential information.
And none of your beeswax.
It's nothing we should be worried about, is it?
Relax. We've got it covered. All right. Head towards Nordopolica. Go directly southwest from Torum Harbor and you'll see the Desier continent. Nordopolica is at the eastern edge.
I hope you won't mind if I go over the Fiertia's controls for you.
I hope you won't mind if I completely ignore you.
You can only disembark from the ship where you won't be. Of course, the ship you might be able to. However, if there's a...
Tokunaga.
And that's about it.
Tokunaga. Throwback, of course, to Annis's doll from Tales of the Abyss. So now we finally have a ship. This is awesome. We can begin kind of filling out our map. I will do that, of course, on my own because it's boring. Sorry, boring as hell to do. I don't even want to think how boring it would be to watch. So let's watch this skit, and then we'll move on our way.
We just started out and we're already working with one of the 5 master guilds. This is good.
Yeah, you're one step closer to making your dream a reality, Carol. Aren't you happy?
You talking to the kid? He's over there mumbling about something.
Merman. The first thing had to be Merman. Brave Vesperia has some bad luck. What's the president of Fortune's Market gonna think of us if we fail? This is bad. This is so bad.
I don't think he's very happy.
He's just being careful, that's all.
That's not being careful. That's running and hiding.
Perfect. Sorry about that. So, we'll just head this way. We get a scene.
It'll be nice if we don't run into the mermen, won't it?
That's pretty wishful thinking.
Yeah.
You're quite the pessimist for your age, girlie.
I'm just a realist.
Anyway, thanks for your help. Looks like we're gonna make it there on time.
Yeah, Leviathan's Claw was going to beat us there if we hadn't found an escort for the ship.
Leviathan's Claw, huh? That's a name I seem to be hearing a lot lately.
Oh? They're the guild that's specializing in sales of Hopeland Blastia.
Oh, that explains the situation in Heliord.
Lately, they've been trying to steal our clients from us. If we weren't able to cross the sea, they would have swiped up another one of our major customers.
Still, you can't help but wonder where those slime balls are getting their product from.
Indeed. Hopeland Blastia isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world to get one's hands on.
You don't think the Empire is behind this? No, that couldn't be. It's mages that are supervising the Blastia distribution.
God forbid mages couldn't possibly be crooked.
Ah, right on time.
Here
Everyone,
we go.
be careful!
The world's spinning. I think I'm getting seasick.
Did that monster just say something?
That voice sounds familiar.
Very familiar.
Well, aren't you a chatty monster?
So this is something that's, well, obviously this scene is something that's
Don't let him
different.
trip you up.
But something that's different from the 360 version is in the 360 version you get to keep Tokunaga, and he just kind of stays with you. But now, of course, that we've got Patty, we have to make some changes. So he doesn't come with us this time. I hate Raging Blast. It's one of my least favorite moves. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So on to Brutal Fang, which is a much more fun move. Also much better at getting Fatal Strike than Raging Blast is. And then of course we'll get a new scene once this is over. Ah, come on Estelle, Yuri really needs that TP.
This power will make me stronger.
You're true to your reputation. I was right to bring you along.
I tell you, Brave Vesperia doesn't have any shame in working an old man down to the bone. Even while I'm looking for Apatheia and doing all sorts of other things.
Apatheia? Isn't that what you were looking for back in Nor Harbor?
Yep.
That's right.
That's nothing but a fairy tale. I researched it a while back, but eventually I realized that there's simply no way it can theoretically exist.
I'm well aware people think it's a fairy tale.
Why are you looking for it?
Well, because the Don told me to.
Well, here we go for
It's
a new
still
scene.
alive.
Ugh, worst.
Patty! Well, that was a pleasant voyage.
Can you really call it a voyage when you're in a monster's belly?
What are you doing all the way out here? I was hunting for treasure when I fell into the ocean, but a nice monster came to play with me.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't become part of a complete breakfast.
This is all well and good, but can we get the ship back on course?
Please?
Yeah, sure.
Ah!
So that wasn't all of them.
I've healed him, but he should still rest for a while.
Well, this is a real problem. I don't suppose any of you know how to pilot a ship.
I can do it.
What? Lucky us.
Patty, you can?
If you're gonna travel around the world, you'd better be able to at least pilot a ship.
Then I'd like to ask you to be in charge of piloting this vessel.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah, of course. We've made much better time than I thought. We could even afford to make a side trip or two.
How about a side
I'll leave
trip
the course up
to
to you.
complete the map? Yeah, no, I think we've got time for that. Not in this playthrough,
With a
though.
ship, we can go practically anywhere we want.
Estelle, I know you want to look for Pharaoh, but don't you think we have more important things to do for the moment?
Do you think?
I'll do what I want. Don't worry about me.
We just started our guild. We should err on the safe side, don't you think, Carol?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, then feel free to give me directions about our course.
Alright, so this is perfect. We've got control of the ship now. We can't exactly go anywhere we want, but we've definitely increased our options. I'm gonna climb down here. Oop. Have a little seizure there, and grab the stump over here. Perfect, some good stuff. Maybe we'll even run into one of these bees, but I'm definitely not going to go out of my way to fight one. Right now at least. There are some new bees there, the sonic bees. So we're supposed to head up to Nordopolica, or I guess technically it would be down to Nordopolica. But first things first, we will get interrupted eventually. You also cannot save when you're on the boat, so you have to land if you want to do that. Here we go.
The fog's gotten awfully thick.
Yeah, it's creeping me out.
Fog like this is usually a sign something bad's about to happen.
Alright then.
Knock it off!
Talk like that long enough and something bad will happen.
Hey,
yep.
front! I mean bow!
We're going to hit them.
Yes, we are. My dog's going to annoy the crap out of me.
What is that?
Ghostship!
That's an old ship. I've never seen that type before.
I think it says the Atherum.
Ghostship, Ghostship, Ghostship. I love this dungeon to pieces. One of my favorite dungeons. But then I always love the haunted dungeons. Coral Castle, of course, and Abyss was one of my top 3 or 4, I'd say. It definitely
weird.
wasn't my favorite.
There's no sign
but...
of people.
It's like... it's calling to us.
No way! Come on! Get the Fiertia going!
Rita says she's not scared of
can
anything.
do.
Quite clearly she is
I don't know
afraid
why,
of ghosts.
but the Sarah's Blastia ain't responding at all.
What do you mean? What the hell is wrong with it?
You think this thing's the problem?
Ooh, maybe it's a cursed ghost ship.
Maybe.
You don't really think so, do you?
Why don't we go take a look? It'll be fun. I love this sort of thing.
I love Judy.
What?
Well, we don't know what's wrong with the Blastia. We gotta go take a look.
Are you planning on just leaving the Fiertia like this?
All right, why don't 4 of us go investigate while the rest stay here and keep watch?
That should be fine.
That's a lot of people, yeah.
So repeat and I'll go.
Sorry, guys.
And who's the third person?
I'm not going. No way.
Yuri, why don't you decide?
Gotcha.
You need to think about balance when splitting the party. This ship could also be attacked by monsters.
Yes, yes, yes. So, of course, I'm going to have to play someone in the other party. So, I will make sure I don't bring Rita. Although it is fun talking to her.
I have to fix the Ceres Blastia.
Because she's so scared.
If anything happens, yell loud so that we can hear.
Okay, so we'll bring Estelle for sure. That's 3.
Me? I'll do my best.
And then we'll bring Carol. That will leave... Let's bring Judy in. Oh. Yeah, let's bring Carol. No, we'll bring Judy.
I'd like to go. Do you
They
mind?
might need Carol to heal.
Oh, so exciting.
She's so cute too. Okay, perfect. So also make sure you save here, because you've got to use all the save points. Although it's a healing save, so why would you not want to use it? And let's see here. I think we'll go up for the opening scene, and then come back
All
and
of you
save.
be careful. We'll set off a smoke signal as soon as the Ceres Blastia is fixed.
Thanks.
Well, I guess we'll fight Mr.
Don't
Hawk
hurt us now.
thing. Oh, no, just quite literally Hawk. I got it right this time. Good for me. Ready to get fucked up. Oh, it's gonna be so sad without Rita.
They'll finish you.
Lunarize!
So Weasley's getting restless again. It almost hit dinner time too. So
That's over.
this video definitely won't be. Oh man, she's really sucking with the crepes. I mean, I get it. Crepes are not the easiest thing to cook, especially when you're on the run.
Do you think the others are all right?
You should probably worry a little more about how we're doing. There's no telling what might happen on a boat this sketchy.
You say that, but you sound like you're enjoying all this. Maybe that's why I don't feel all that scared myself.
Oh man, this isn't gonna be half as fun if you're not properly terrified.
Fun?
Never mind.
So we'll go up here and we'll get the treasure chest. Fight stupid bird. I hate birds. How am I doing with that? Perfect. So everything should be over except for the ones that are combinations. Now I can just, although I do like Brutal Fang, I think I'm gonna switch it back to that creepy sounding. There we go.
I gotta try and keep up.
You gotta get some feedback, buddy. Hopefully she'll be able to cook the crepe for you.
Oh, Silverlight! Angel Ring!
Oh, I'll miss finishing you, but thankfully Judy got that one.
The sign of
Perfect.
victory! Okay. Yay!
Good job.
I love it. There she goes. Perfect. Okay. Head down. Grab this chest. And then we'll go up here, because there's a chest up here. And it's fun watching Rapide climb up this giant thing. It does make me sad because in like the newer Tales games, like Tales of Xillia and such, when the characters jump down, instead of having to like hold the down button as they climb down. So that was a pretty good haul, definitely worth it. They would just jump, so I'm really kind of sad that they don't do that, because this is just such a high jump that it'd be really cool to see. Whereas this is just like, ugh. I mean, good for him, but ugh. Okay, perfect. So the next time, we can just head straight down those steps and go through the dungeon. But as for now, I have to head out before the dog starts eating his toy because he's hungry. So thank you so much for joining me. Please join me again next time for part 21, where we will make our way through the Ghostship dungeon, the best dungeon ever. Thank you again. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.